Hello, welcome back to Fallout 4. We are in Abernathy Farm. Last video, I built up this building here. Sorry about the audio of the last video. I know it wasn't the best. I still wasn't feeling great. I'm doing a little bit better today than I was the other day. Anyway, I wanted to just thank everyone who was watching my video. And if anyone has any ideas or anything for me, if they want me to check out a different game or something, I do have a subscription to Game Pass. So if there's a specific game on Game Pass that anyone likes, you want me to check it out, I'll be more than happy to check it out. If you want me to do a couple quests in Fallout, let me know. I will do that. I got a small group here. I have 71 followers. It's a small community compared to a lot of people, and I appreciate all the comments and everything that everyone leaves. Plus I really like feedback, and depending on what my feedback is, it may shift my channel to a different way. So yeah, if there's anything that you want to see or whatever, anything that you want me to try out, I am open to it. But anyway, if you like the video, leave a like. If you don't, that's fine. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to actually start decorating the inside of the building. I'm going to put a lot of the basic stuff in the building, chairs, beds, couches, stuff like that. Furniture, tables, containers, stuff like that. I'll probably throw in some electricity, but on top of that, there's a lot of room for immersiveness when it comes to making a building. You can make the structure, which I've shown multiple times since I started with this character, Benevolent Bonnie here. There's plenty of different ways to make structure. There's different materials you can use and everything, and it boils down to the basic stuff. You want a ceiling, you want a floor, you want walls, you want a dry location for the settlers to sleep in, you want defense, you want water, etc., etc. Power is not essential, but it seems to help with the happiness a little bit. And also, it might even make the place more of a target. I'm not really sure. I don't know how in-depth the game itself actually goes into that stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to just do the basic stuff, the beds, the tables, etc., etc. But I'm also going to use a little trick. It's not like a glitch or an exploit or anything like that. It's an actual trick to make your building just seem a little more immersive into the game than most buildings that I've created look so far. And what that is adding clutter. If you saw what I just did, I was having a hard time trying to get some walls put in place to kind of section out this place, because I wanted to make a couple smaller rooms. But anyway, I kind of fast forward through that because that's not really what I'm recording this video for. Just kind of, I wanted to let you know that, yeah, adding clutter to the building itself will make it look like it belongs more in this world. I'm just kind of setting up some rooms real quick. I'll probably use a bit of a trick, whether it's a radio or an ashtray or a rug, something like that, to get some doors onto those rooms. I'll show you really quick basically what you have to do, and this goes with any of the DLC, any of the basic settlement building stuff or whatever. If you want to add an interior door, the doors do not snap into just regular items. They only snap into door entrance and exit ways. So what you have to do is you have to build the door entry or exit way, then you put the door in, and then you store or scrap the entryway around the door. While the door is floating in place, you use some sort of item. It can be just about any miscellaneous item. I prefer certain items like the radio or the ashtray. It can be the rug. I don't think the rug will actually quite hit this door. I think it's a little bit too short. But anyway, Yeah, this is where this little exploit kind of comes in play. And that door is way off. All right, well, we're going to have to try that again. So I'm going to just store that door. I'm going to store the radio. I'm going to put up the door entryway again. Basically rinse and repeat until I get it looking half decent. So I'm going to go to structures, wood, walls, shack, wall, doorway. Then I'm going to go and find my door, throw my door in the middle there, get rid of the shack, wall, doorway, put the radio in front of the door again. We're going to try slightly different angles, try to get it to work properly. And I'm going to take this door and try to get it to work in this building. It looks like it's going to take a couple of tries here, so I'm going to fast forward some of this, and then we'll go from there. All right, that wasn't too bad. So I got the door where I want it to be, to make this little room in the middle here. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to show you. It just basically is just an entryway to this little tiny little room here. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start just putting some random stuff on the walls. I'm going to probably put some more furniture in randomly. And then I'm going to start offing some junk. The junk that I have either on my character or stored right now is stuff that I either A, bought from vendors, or B, just found out in the wasteland randomly when I was exploring. I just picked up basically what I could and brought it back, weighed down both my character and my follower just to get the stuff over here. But hey, you know, you do what you got to do to make it work, basically. So I got to figure out what I want to do with this room. I kind of want to make it look like it's a living space, so I do want to put like a dining room table in the middle with a couple matching chairs. Though I don't want to match everything too much because I feel like, especially living in the wasteland, you're not going to be able to get too much matching furniture, which reminds me, I got two of the same couches over there. I might get rid of one of them and put something else there instead, just to make it a little bit quote-unquote immersive, more immersive. I'm going to put the radio on the table for now. I might move that somewhere else. I'm going to just have that running. I guess I'll throw some rugs down. I'll probably put a couple pictures up. I'm probably going to put a picture of Todd Howard in here eventually because it's just funny having a picture of him on a freaking horse. It's just, I don't know, amuses me for whatever reason. But I mean, these three pictures look all right. I'll put a kitty cat over here because why the heck not? Yeah, I'm just going to start just doing what I can here. What lights? I don't know if those are the type of lights that I really should be using. Maybe if I put them on the heavier wood, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Right now, it's kind of dark in the building, so I kind of want to make some sort of power so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm not gonna try to hide this generator, but I'm gonna have a little setup here to make it easier. I'm gonna have a pylon and then a conduit just to give the rope or whatever, the wire, a little bit more room. Just to do it for right now. Maybe I'll change it later. All right, so we got a little bit of power. We didn't get it all the way to the edge over on this side, so I'm going to have to have more power later. Let's see where this power goes to. So it goes right about there. Okay, so it stops about 2/3 throughout this little room. All right, that's not too bad. At least you can see what I'm doing now. So now I'm in this dresser. I got a bunch of stuff. It's just random stuff. It's stuff, like I said, like stuff that I picked up and just stuff that I found around. You can see the list here. I'm not going to say what everything is. You can obviously see what it is by reading it. I'm going to start dropping some of this stuff off that I think maybe will look kind of cool in this structure. All right, so here, I'm just going through my stuff. I'm dropping some stuff off on the ground. I'm placing certain things around. I'm just trying to make this place look a little more lived in. And right here, I went out of the settlement building workshop or whatever you want to call it for a second there, because to get that pot or that pan or whatever it is to face the other way, I have to hold down the A button or the X button on the PlayStation controller and manually rotate it using, I think it's the L1 and R1 or LB and RB. I'll have to double check that, but I think that's what that is. So yeah, in the settlement building workshop, you can do a lot of this stuff by moving it around and placing it, but to make it look a little bit more genuine, like someone actually moved it around by themselves, you sometimes have to leave the settlement building workshop and you have to put it where you want it to go manually. Right now I'm also going to add, just like some random like containers, suitcases, crates, stuff like that you'd find in the wasteland, because Salem area and downtown Boston is actually pretty cityized, I guess the best way to put it. I thought it was a little bit less busy. I thought it was a little bit more open than it is. But I guess I was getting kind of like the city next to Salem called Peabody and Salem kind of mixed up. I don't really know. But anyway, so if the city just gets destroyed, I mean, the city is very similar to Philly. You're thinking there's plenty of stuff that you can just find kind of like laying around. And that baseball was a miss. All right. Well, that's the downside with trying to do some stuff manually is you kind of screw it up sometimes. Depth perception is not the greatest when, you're trying to play some things down in a video game. But anyway, it is what it is. It happens. So, yeah, I'm just going to just kind of like get some stuff. I'm just going to, sort it out, I guess, a little bit. Just throw some random... Okay. Well, you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here, even though I'm like failing at it pretty badly. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna drop this stuff down and try again. Just put things up, some things where you think that they would go. There's that pan again. Rotate it manually. Put it on the table. There we go. All right. And it'd probably be easier to use that to use the workshop with that bottle there if I want to set it up right. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just showing like manually you can actually move this stuff instead of relying on the base settlement building workshop. But it just seems a little bit easier to use the workshop itself to place certain things as long as you want them upright or on the side. That's how they go naturally when you're using the settlement workshop. I think that's about it. I'm just going to kind of like move these last couple things around and try to make the house look kind of pretty. I mean, you see I have Jangles the Moon Monkey on the one chair. I have a teddy bear on the other one. I got some stuff on the table that looks like it might be used for the most part to eat with or cook with or whatever. Here's like a locket. I'm just going to place it on this little shelf here because that's kind of where I'd put a locket in my own personal house. Pocket watch. I think that's what this is. I usually hang up, but I don't see a chain on that, so that's not going to work. I'm going to try to put these smokes onto this tray. Okay, or not. I'll just throw it on the ground. Okay, well, I mean, it's a little finicky, as you can see. I'm sucking really bad at it, but you can make it work. Just takes a little bit of time and patience, just like most of the jank and the Bethesda games, because, it just works. But anyway, I think, this is about it. Here's my little house, all decorated to look, like it's actually lived in a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you did. Please leave any comments you have, any suggestions that you have. I'm willing to hear them out. And thanks again for stopping by. And I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, whatever it is. And hope you have a great day. All right? Take it easy, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Have a good night. Bye now.